Hey guys, today I'm sharing with you guys my favorite flawless face routine. Shout out to Lancome for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into this look, and it's all due to Lancome's new Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. Y'all, this large doe foot applicator is probably one of my favorite parts about it and the formula of this product. So I'm going to swatch the 3 shades that I have, and I'll put the shade numbers on the screen for you guys so you can kind of check that out. But I use the 2 darker shades in this video, and you'll see how I used it. So first, for concealer, I like to conceal around my brows. This gives you the freshly waxed look, but you want to go with a shade that's closer to your skin tone, like this one, so it doesn't give you that highlighter brow look. And then you want to make sure you blend it out with a dense buffing brush to kind of make it seamlessly blend into your foundation. I'm also taking this kind of flesh tone shade, and I'm using it to conceal my dark marks. I like to do this when I'm going for the flawless look because you want to make sure those dark marks don't start peeking through your foundation. And so once you apply it to all the areas in which you feel like you need to conceal, then you can buff it out with a brush. Here you can see how my face looks after buffing that out, a lot more even toned. And you can do this, if I didn't like conceal around my brows, I definitely could have stopped there for like a no makeup look. Here I'm adding my foundation, just because again we're doing a flawless makeup routine. So I'm just adding a little bit of foundation around the lower area of my face, not doing too much where we're going to conceal anyway. And just look how flawless that looks with the spot concealing underneath. I love doing this because I feel like I use less product without putting it like all over my face. And sometimes I like to use the excess to do my forehead, because 9 times out of 10 I'm going to conceal or contour my forehead, and so I don't need to apply as much product. Now here, this is again the same flesh tone concealer, and I'm concealing under my eyes just to kind of cover up the dark bags. So you can use concealer for a multitude of things. You can use it to conceal with more of a skin tone, flesh tone concealer, but you can also use it to highlight. So here I'm starting off by concealing and just putting that flesh tone concealer in all the places where I usually will conceal and highlight, and then I'm going to take a darker shade just to go ahead and contour the face a little bit. And so I like bronzing my face with concealer as well. And a lot of times concealer is useful with this because concealers are a little bit more blendable than your traditional like cream contour or whatever. I just feel like concealers just blend out so smoothly, and I like to use my foundation brush to blend out my concealer so it all kind of just blends together. And so I'm taking my sponge to blend out that concealer, and you can honestly stop right there if you just want like a natural look. I do have lash extensions on, so that's kind of completing the look already. And then I'm taking in the middle shade, which I list on the screen so you guys can see, and I'm using this to highlight and brighten up under the eye. And I'm just doing it right in that corner and then on the outside to give a lifting effect. And so I really like this shade for brightening under the eye. You can also use it on the bridge of the nose if you want to brighten it up. It's completely up to you where you want to like brighten the face. Also using a little bit of liquid blush, and I'm just putting that underneath the concealer while the concealer is kind of drying and getting tacky, to just add a flushed look to my cheeks. And so we can, add a little bit more warmth back to the face. Now I'm taking that sponge and blending out the concealer. Once it gets tacky from you letting it dry a little bit, it gives you a little bit more of a fuller coverage look. As you can see, my eye looks very lifted by the placement of that concealer as well as the lighter shade. So now you can see we look all snatched and gorgeous. And now I'm taking my setting powder and just setting up under the eye to set that concealer, because you want to make sure that concealer does not move throughout the day. So you want to make sure you set it with some setting powder. Then I'm bronzing the face a little bit more with just a little bit of powder bronzer. And I like to do this to, again, set those cream products that we put on the face. From here, I dust off the rest of that excess powder with a little bit of flesh tone face powder just to kind of blend everything together. And then I do like to go in with my powder bronzer and add a little bit of that to my eyelids. That just kind of brings the look together for me. And since I have my lash extensions on, that really completes the look outside of adding, you know, your lippy and maybe doing some under eye mascara. So I'm really loving how this look is turning out. Again, this is the key to a nice flawless face. And if you have lash extensions, make sure you brush them out before you complete your look so all your lashes are going in the same direction. They're looking nice and lifted. And again, you can complete the look by putting some mascara on the lower lashes. I'm still working on, you know, perfecting my lower lash mascara application. I think I did pretty good this time. And then I'm just lining my lips with a brown lip liner, because my go-to is always like a brown lip liner and a gloss, or like a nude peachy pinky lippy. So here I finished off the look with a peachy pink lippy, and that is pretty much the finished look, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this flawless face routine. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Get into this look, and y'all never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you to full. Bye, guys.